Hi guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we'll talk about how to do your own taxes for free for the year 2023. I know I had the previous video before, about 3 years ago, how to do your own taxes. Pero pang single lang siya. So this time, gagawin natin lahat for single, couple, families, single parents, newcomers, para mas more comprehensive yung video natin. Kasi marami nagtatanong. Kung may hindi man ako ma-cover dito sa video na to, you guys can simply message me or ask me in the comment section and I'd be happy to help you guys out. So first thing first is i-google nyo lang yung WEALTHSIMPLETAX. Sorry, medyo pause ako ngayon. First link that pops up, yun yung gagamitin natin. Kung di pa kayo nakapag-sign up, go ahead and sign up. Gamitin nyo lang yung email nyo. We'll go ahead and log in. Log in. Meron siyang two-factor authentication. So, makakuha tayo ng code from my phone. We'll go ahead and enter that. Submit. And then, you go to the very bottom, which is the tax. WealthSimple is actually a self-directed investment app. So, you can buy stocks from it. Binili niya yung Simple Tax. I don't know, I think probably 3 or 4 years ago na. And since then, it's been called WealthSimpleTax. But before, ang tawag sa kanya is Simple Tax. So, punta tayo sa 2023 return. So, kapag may nakasave ka na tax returns there, it would show up. But for these purposes, gagawa tayo ng panibago. So, let's put Mary. You don't need to write your whole name. Just even your nickname is fine. So, etong screen na to yung makikita nyo. When you guys sign up, ito yung brand new feature this year. Go ahead and fill out your information. Let's put Mary. Let's do Smith. It would ask you if you need support from a tax expert. Let's put no, I don't need support kasi yun yung free. I'm here anyway. And then you click basic kasi yun din yung free. Unless you want to pay otherwise. Then you input your birthday. In this case, I'll put my birthday. And you also input your province. Mine is Alberta. Marital status, let's do single. So, WealthSimpleTax, you can also connect your CRA account, but I don't recommend it because I've tried it and minsan nagdodoble yung information. Like yung T4 magdodoble. So, if you want to use it, you can, but make sure before you submit your tax return, you double check all the information kung tama ba siya before you submit it. And let's just gonna skip this step for this video. Okay, so now ito yung makikita nyo, which is the same as the video from my last tax return. So social insurance number, I have to input a real one. Otherwise, it would not let me continue. Language, English, of course. Kung return for a deceased person, no. And then the address, I'll put in a fake one. Pwede naman tayo maglagay ng fake one. Student 123 North Edmonton. Let's put North Street. Hindi po tunay ito gawa-gawa lang. Okay. Telephone number, you don't need to put your telephone number, but if you want, you can go ahead. Ito hindi nyo kailangan sagutan. Your residency, if you were a Canadian resident for all of 2023, so later we'll do the newcomer. For these purposes, she's a Canadian resident for 2023. And if you move province, not from a different country, you would enter the date here. Enter the date of your move. Is your home same as your mailing? Yes. In which province or territory do you currently live? Put Alberta. Okay, single. If your marital status did not change in 2023, put no. But if it did, so let's say you got married in 2023, you would have to call CRA to change that, or you can change it online if you have a CRA My Account. But make sure you change that with the CRA first before you submit your tax return. If there's a marital status change. And also, if your address change in 2023, you have to inform CRA first before you submit your tax return because hindi nila mababago yung address mo kahit nilagay mo yung new address mo sa tax return. For security purposes, you have to call them. Again, the tax return address will not change your address with the CRA. Let's say wala siyang dependents, wala siyang anak. Very, very basic tax return lang to. Kung meron kayong T4 lang, you don't need to pay someone to do your own taxes, right? Pwede nyo gawin sarili nyo. Matututo pa kayo. You file an income tax return for first time, no? Let's say she's a Canadian citizen. Yes, they want to use her information for elections. If you're a registered person under the Indian Act, yung mga native. No, so most of the answers here are no. Basahin nyo na lang siya, but most of it, it's no. Did you dispose of principal residence? So, kung nagbenta kayo ng bahay in 2023, you have to declare that. Let's put no. Flip a property, no. So, if you open a first home savings account, what it is, it's a new program set up by the government to help first-time home buyers save up for a down payment. So if you didn't contribute, didn't open an account, no. Were you confined to a prison, no. Climate action incentive is yung carbon tax rebate here in Alberta. I'm not sure with other provinces if they have that. So you get an additional money incentive if you live outside of these big cities in Alberta. So nakatira tayo sa Edmonton, so we hit no. Okay, so if you're registered for CRA, let's put yes. If you want to get your notice of assessment, so yung notice of assessment, lagi mo makukuha yan after mo masubmit yung tax return. Which means na na-file na yung tax return mo, nakuha na ng CRA yung tax return mo, and na-assess na nila. No, not yet. So, lalagay na natin T4. Employment income. So, lagay natin yung numbers. Very straightforward. Kung ano lang yung mga boxes na may numbers, yun lalagay nyo, which is yung kinita nyo. Box 14, your employment income. 311 is yung box 16 is yung 783. Okay. So, lagay muna natin yung province actually. Number 10, Alberta. And then, box 18, EI premiums na binayaran nyo. Box 22, taxes na binayad nyo, kinata sa inyo. 55,793. Okay, looks complete. So, kung meron kayong numbers na wala dito, let's say box 85, type in nyo lang dito sa other boxes. And then you input yung amount. Or box 40. So, yan lang yun siya. Okay? And then on the bottom, click nyo yung review and optimize para makita nyo kung if you qualify for other tax credits. But in this case, if you only have a T4 and you're single, wala masyadong tax benefits, tax deductions. If you work from home, you can claim some of those expenses na ginamit nyo at home. Really, there's nothing else na pwede nyo i-claim kung T4 lang yung hawak nyo and you're single. So, dito sa breakdown ng tax return mo, makikita mo yung refund mo kaagad. Okay? And then yung summary, yung employment income, and all that. Tsaka yung matatanggap mo na climate action incentive quarterly amount. Approximate amount would be here too. And then makikita mo dito yung tinatawag na T1 return. So, nandito lahat siya. So, yan yun. So, pagdating ng February 19, magkakaroon dito ng boxes na would say submit now or save as PDF. Pwede nyo na siyang i-save as PDF para may copy kayo before nyo siya i-submit or even after nyo siya i-submit. You can save it. And then, yeah, pagdating ng February 19, you can just hit submit. Ngayon, pwede nyo nang i-input yung information nyo. And then, pagdating ng 19 or 20, you can go ahead and submit it. So, next one is, paano naman kung single mom si Marie? Marami akong nagagawa na ganyan. Change on her marital status that she is separated. Separated, divorce, they're almost the same. Divorce is just you're officially separated. May court document na saying that you are divorced. Let's say you are separated. And meron siyang dependent. Meron siya isang anak. So, meron siya shared custody. So, yung custody ng anak niya, full-time na kay Marie. So, no. You would hit yes if naka-shared custody sila ng tatay niya, which is 50-50 yung custody nila sa bata. Pero in this case, it's no. So, meron lalabas na dependent section dito, your dependent. So, you click that. And then, this is where you enter in your child's information. You don't need to enter the whole information. Even yung first name is okay. So, let's say si Marie may anak siya na ang pangalan is Mark. It's a child. This one, you have to enter in their birthday. So, let's say si Mark is 4 years old kasi yung edad ng anak ko. Okay. And you see, you don't need to enter that unless he's earning income. So, wala namang income si Mark. Kung meron siyang disability, wala din. So here, is Mark your eligible dependent? You would hit yes here kasi ikaw yung full-time na nag-aalaga kay Mark. Now, dito magkakaproblema kung yung ex mo is claim din si Mark as an eligible dependent. Ma-audit kayo ng CRA. So, kailangan kayo magkasundo kung sino mag-claim sa bata. Pero in this case, si Maria nag-aalaga full-time. So, she will claim the tax credit for Mark to reduce her taxes. So this, walang adopt, hindi naman siya adopted. No? So let's say, nagda-daycare si Mark. So dito mo i-enter yon, childcare expenses, pero kailangan meron kayong resibo from the daycare. Okay, let's say, Jolly Learning Daycare. Then you can enter his SIN number. And then yung eligible expense. Let's say for the whole year, ginastos mo sa daycare is, let's say $9,000. So, dyan mo siya ilalagay. Childcare deduction. Okay? So, let's say ganyan. So, ngayon, i-hit mo na siya yung review and optimize. So, let's see, merong problema. So, we go to fix it. So, put 0. Hindi naman nag-earn si Mark ng net income. So, every time you're unsure, you just hit yung review and optimize. So, let's see how this changes the taxes. Okay, so here. So, makikita mo ngayon, yung dating refund ni Marie na $108 is magiging, eto na, $6,000. Diba? Okay, so makikita mo doon sa T4 niya, under box 22, yun yung taxes na diniduct sa kanya for the whole year. If you're claiming you're dependent, if you're a single parent, you would be able to get most of it back when you claim your children as your eligible dependent. Kasi kayo lang naman yung nag-aalaga. You would need more help. You would get more tax break kasi you're a single parent. Right? So, makikita natin dyan. Kaya yung mga single parent dyan, na kiniklaim yung mga anak nila is, and then, mataas yung taxes na diniduct sa kanila ng employer nila, malaki income nila, they get most of their taxes back. A lot of, malaki yung tax refund nila. And then dito sa summary, makikita mo na meron na siyang qualified for GST. It's additional government benefit na ibibigay. Right? Because she's a single parent. Madadagdagan yung carbon tax rebate kasi dalawa na sila. And then, yung nakukuha natin sa mga bata, when they're less than 18 years old, dito sa Canada, makikita mo din dito yung monthly benefit amount, approximately, right? Based on her income. So, yan yung magiging Canada Child Benefit amount niya. Let's say meron din kayong medical expenses. Type in nyo lang medical expenses. Kung nagbabayad kayo ng private health insurance, you can claim that here. Bibigyan kayo ng resibo. Let's say meron nagbabayad kayo sa Sun Life ng $150 a month for your health and dental plan. You can claim that expense here, right? You can follow this. Madali lang naman siya. Very straightforward. So let's say si Marie, nagbabayad siya ng $200 a month sa Sun Life for medical expenses. Sorry, so just regular, that's 2,400 a year, right? So Sun Life health insurance. So you can claim that, go review and optimize again, see if it changes your tax return. All right. So pagdating sa medical expenses, there's a minimum actually you can claim. Hindi siya lagi nag-work kapag masyadong mataas yung income mo. It may not be beneficial for you to claim your medical expenses. Medical expenses. So, yung minimum na pwede mong i-claim is 3% ng net income mo. Right? So, kung mas maliit dito sa 3% ng net income mo yung medical expenses, wala siyang magiging bearing sa tax return mo. So, minimum is 3% of your net income, whichever is less ng minimum ng net income mo, and yung amount dito, which is 2,635. So, kung wala siya sa minimum nito, wala ding bearing. Hindi siya makaka-apekto sa tax return mo. And pagdating sa medical expenses, you can actually claim for the year 2022 as well. You can claim eligible medical expenses paid in any 12-month period ending in 2023. At hindi mo pa siya nakiklaim in 2022. So kung hindi pa kayo nakiklaim in 2022, you can claim it as long as it's the 12-month period ending in 2023. If you're paying for private health insurance, hindi yung employee-related health insurance, yung private, you can claim that. Yung mga prescription, yung out-of-pocket expenses, yung eyeglasses na binayaran mo out of pocket, you can claim that. Dental work, all of those. Okay, makikita nyo naman dito. You can click this and then you can find out more kung ano yung pwede mo maklaim. Very comprehensive this naman siya. Okay. So, yan yung single parent tax return. Another thing I want to add na marami probably this year is yung mga nag-aral. Nag-aral sila. So ngayon, saan mo i-enter yung tuition fee? So yung school, they will provide you a tinatawag na T2202, which is yung tuition na here. Tuition and education amounts. Okay, they have to give that to you. There was a case actually na yung client ko nag-provide siya ng T2202 sa akin, but the school did not submit it to the CRA. Kaya na-audit siya. So we had to send her copy sa CRA para kasi claim sa tax return niya. Pero yung school hindi nag-submit sa CRA. So wala silang copy. So yan. So were you post-secondary? So if you were a student last year, yes. Okay. And then dito nyo ilalagay yung course, yung itsura ng T2022. Program and course, hindi naman siya mandatory. Let's just say MOA, Medical Office Assistant. Number of months full-time, 4. And then yung tuition fees na nakalagay dyan. So, yan siya. And, do you have a disability? No. So, okay. So, now if you were a student the year prior, 2022, When you filed your 2022 tax return at hindi nyo nagamit lahat yung tuition credit amount, you would see it on your CRA profile under carry forward amounts. Right? Kung hindi siya nagamit the year before, kasi hindi ganun kalaki income nyo, you can enter those unused amounts here para magamit siya kasi naki-carry forward naman siya. Kung hindi nyo siya magagamit if there's not enough income for it to go against with. Okay. Yung Canada Training Credit Limit, so makikita nyo din yun sa CRA account nyo kung magkano yung credit balance nyo, the credit limit. Enter nyo lang din yung amount na yun dito. Okay? Kasi meron siyang 250 na balance. Okay? Madadagdag yun sa refund niya. So, makikita mo din dito yung tuition carry forward. Makikita mo kung nagamit mo na lahat yung tuition tax credit or meron ka pang pwede i-carry forward for the following year. So, yan lang yun, yung tuition credit. If you guys have questions about this, you can also message me pagdating sa tuition. If you have any other income as well, T4A, pension, commission amount, just search for it in the search bar. Then makikita nyo naman siya. If you spend some money writing a licensing exam and you got a tax receipt for that, you can enter that here too. Now, let's move on to couples. Yung wala pang anak. Let's say si Marie ay may asawa. She's married. Married, living, common law, it's pretty much the same under tax purposes. So you can prepare your returns together. So let's say si Marie, ayaw niyang i-prepare yung taxes niya kasama yung asawa niya. You can click no if you don't want to. It's up to you, right? Pero let's say gusto niya. Okay? Let's do Mr. John Smith. So, dito sa section na to, is makikita nyo may bago ng section, which is yung your partner. So, click nyo to, your partner's return, para mapunta tayo sa tax return na partner nyo. So, let's go do the same thing. Tax return, no. Again, basic. Birthday. Married. We can skip this. We don't need it because we know what we're doing, right? Okay, now your social insurance number naman ni John. And you put in the mailing address. Limutan ko na yung address sa kabila. Hula na lang tayo. Okay. Phone number, you don't need it. Okay, kapag nag-read yung box, ibig sabihin it's mandatory. Were you a Canadian resident for all of 2023? Yes. Yes. In Alberta. Okay. No. Citizen, yes. Yes. No. 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 Not registered, not yet. Okay, now you enter in his T4. Okay, lagyan natin yung income ni John. Don't forget to enter in box 10, yung province. Otherwise, hindi siya mag-go through. Okay, 7791. Ito yung sinasabi ko na box 40. Just enter in it. And there's also box 45. And then put 3. Right? So everything's complete. You don't need to put the employer's name. It's not mandatory, but you know, we can do that. So yes, that's it. So now, yung T4 nila na-enter na natin. Parehas. So review and optimize, and then you can see, makikita nyo yung refund nyo each. So yung kay John, yan, makikita nyo yung refund nila. Okay. And kasi nga, dalawa na sila, yung carbon tax, it's gonna be mas mataas siya. So yung sa climate action incentive, whoever submits their tax return first gets that amount. So isa lang sa inyo ang pwedeng makakuha niyan. Kung sino yung nag-file una, nag-submit una sa CRA, sino yung una na-assess, yun yung makakuha ng carbon tax. Kasi marami, may mga client ako nagre-reklamo, bakit yung magkahiwala yung account na mag-asawa, sabihin nila, bakit hindi ko nakuha yon ganyan. And then I remember, oh yeah, una ko palang final si ano. And then, yeah. So, isa lang sa inyo. So, you guys have to talk kung sino yung gustong makakuha nito. And then that's who files their tax return first. That's the one who gets it. So, simple lang din sa couple, right? Ganyan din. Kung sa review and optimize, if it's not alerting you to go, kung wala naman siyang alert, you can go ahead and submit it, right? May mga iba kasing mga questions dito na you don't really need to answer unless it pertains to you, right? So, may disability, no. Did you live together? Yes. Okay. So, yan lang. Very simple. Another thing, kung meron kayong RRSP contribution, you open an RRSP account in 2023 or you've been contributing to your RRSP, you enter in, go on the search bar, search for RRSP, and then this is what would pop up. So yung RRSP deduction limit can be found on your notice of assessment or on your CRA account online. Let's say your deduction limit would be 56,000. Did you make any RRSP contribution? Yes. Type of contribution. So ilalagay nyo lang. So ang contribution period is from March to December of last year and January to February of this year. Ito yung mga dates. Right? I-enter mo kung RRSP siya. Let's say you put in $5,000 from March to December, and then for this year you put in another 3,000, right? So that's for John. Naglagay si John. Now, prior to 2023, kung meron kayong, kung winidraw nyo yung RRSP mo to go to school or to buy your first home, you have to report the balance here because those have to be repaid back. So, yung amounts na yon makikita nyo sa notice of assessment nyo din. Makikita nyo yung home buyer's plan, balance, minimum payment for the year, right? So, let's say yung home buyer's plan niya may balance na he has to pay back, meron pa siya $6,000 na balance. And then, magsaset up yung CRA ng minimum amount to be paid. Kasi may minimum repayment yun eh. Kasi may minimum payment na 500. And then yung RSP contribution nyo, you put in 500 as a repayment to that minimum, right? Kasi 8,000 naman yung kinontribute nyo. So, $500 of that goes to the minimum repayment amount for your home buyer's plan amount. So, let's say may balance to, hindi kayo naglagay ng RSP contribution. Kasi hindi kayo naglagay. I-delete natin to. Makikita nyo yung effect. Kasi may include yun sa income nyo, yung minimum repayment. So, hindi kayo nag-contribute pero may balance yung home buyer's plan amount, lifelong learning plan, i-include yung 500 na yun sa income nyo pag di nyo binayaran. Right? You can also make RSP contributions but not deducted for your tax return. You can carry forward those RSP contributions. We'll get more into that in future videos. But for now, we'll keep it simple here. Another thing is kung nag-withdraw naman kayo ng from your RRSP, then you get what's called a T4 RRSP, which is yung RRSP income. Income receipt. So ilalagay nyo lang din yung amounts here. So yung mga dinidiscuss ko dito, these are the most common scenarios, most common questions na nakukuha ko. And from years of doing taxes, ito yung mga mostly I come across with. You know, there's odd one or two na may mga disability tax credit, but those would take a bit more time explaining. So if you have any questions, you can just contact me. Pero ito yung mostly common. So let's go ahead if it's for a family. Palitan lang natin yung sa dependent section. So hit yes. No, kasi magkasama sila. Your dependents, I put mark. So meron sila isang anak. Child. Let's just put a random birthday, sin. Don't need to put the sin. Hindi nag-work si Mark. May disability ba siya? No. Childcare expenses, yes. Nag-daycare si Mark. Let's say 9,000. Okay. Right. So these are actually not mandatory. I don't input that for when I do taxes. So yeah, as long as you have the receipt, you'd be fine. In case ma-audit kayo or hingin ng CRA, you guys just have to have those ready to be submitted. Kung may audit kayo, but most of the time they don't. And then, yeah. So makita nyo yung refund dito. Hit review and optimize. Yeah, we did. Then makita nyo yung climate action incentive tumaas kasi tatlo na sila, right? And then makita nyo din yung tinatawag ko kanina na Canada Child Benefit Monthly Amount. So yun lang yung yeah. If your dependents are not here sa Canada, you don't need to put them in. You put no under the dependent section. Kasi you can only claim your dependents, yung mga anak nyo, if they are here in Canada. Kung wala, you don't declare them. Once they come here, that's when you declare them. Okay. So this section is shared with your partner. So hindi nyo siya kailangan i-enter twice. Only either one of you. Kasi makikita naman yun on both. Punta naman tayo sa mga newcomer. Ito yung madami. Madami. So again, were you a Canadian resident for all of 2023? Of course not. Kasi dumating kayo, let's say, we have someone here, si Marie, dumating siya ng middle of the year. June 1. Lagyan nyo yung date of entry nyo, June 1. So, the Canadian government requires you to report your world income before you came here. Canadian source income, foreign source income. They don't tax you on it, but you just have to report it. Okay? Let's say si Marie was supported by her partner, so wala siyang income pagdating niya ng Canada. 0, 0. Let's change her marital status to single. Oh, this is John. So let's do John. Let's say John is single and he came to Canada. Yeah, June 1st, 2023. And that is it, pretty much. And also, I want to add, if you guys have any donation receipts, you donated to your church and then they provided you with a tax receipt, you can do that as well. Lagyan nyo ng donation. You can claim that. Right? Very straightforward lang naman. Everything in Canada, pretty much you can do it yourself. Also taxes, you can do it yourself. And the more you do it, the more you and the more you do it, the more you become knowledgeable, the more it becomes more familiar to you. Kung may mga questions naman kayo, everything is on the CRA website. You can also call them. If you're not sure, they're also happy to help you. Yeah, that's all I can teach you guys. I think I covered pretty much yung mga common questions na nakukuha ko, common scenario na nakukuha ko. Don't forget, before you do your taxes, check on your CRA account kung may mga benefits doon, mga carry forward amounts that you can use for this tax return. Especially yung nabanggit ko, which is yung tuition, kung nag-aaral kayo in 2022, na hindi nyo nagamit lahat yung tuition tax credit, there would be a balance there. Because otherwise, kung hindi mo siya include sa tax return mo, you will get reassessed. Mag-iiba yung tax refund nyo or tax owing, right? If you have other T4 slips, you can just keep adding it. You add another T4. Kung meron kayo 5 T4, it's the same thing. Mag-add lang kayo ng T4. Enter in the amounts if you have multiple T4s. Multiple RRSP receipts, mag-add lang din kayo. WealthSimpleTax is very simple to use. It's free. You can donate if you want to. Very simple, very accurate. If someone says to you na, oh, I can get you a big tax refund, you can do it yourself here. And actually, ang tax refund naman hindi naman mag-iiba-iba yan depende sa software na ginagamit mo. Mag-iiba-iba lang yan kung iba't iba yung kiniklaim mo, yung credits mo from different, kung let's say sa WealthSimpleTax, T4 lang yung nilagay mo, and then other softwares you claim medical expenses. Of course, mag-iiba yung result niyan. Pero if you enter in the same T4, same medical receipts, same deductions, your tax refund will not change. So, kayo maniniwala dun sa mga tao na sasabi na, I can get you a big tax refund. Especially if you are when you have multiple jobs. To be honest, yung mga multiple T4s, you will end up owing taxes kasi hindi enough yung nadideduct na taxes from your employer. I'll quickly explain that to you guys here. Every time you start work in Canada, meron kayong pipilapan na tinatawag na TD1 tax return, which is summarizes yung mga tax credits nyo. This will determine how much taxes will get deducted to you, kung full ba, kung it's the full amount, or it's gonna be less kasi may mga tax credits ka. So sa Canada, every resident in Canada, anyone who makes this amount less than this amount, you don't pay any taxes. Okay? The first 15,705 that you make, you don't pay any taxes on it. So, sasabihin nyo sa akin, bakit sa work, dinededuct ako pero less than 15,000 yung na-earn ko for the whole year. That's why you do a tax return. Para yung taxes na dineduct sa'yo, it would get refunded back. Okay? But anyone who makes less than this amount through RRSP income, T4s, you don't pay any taxes. Or you get your taxes returned to you. They will get deducted initially, pero it will be returned on a tax return. Okay. So, most of the time, i-enter mo lang yung amount na yan dito sa blank space here. And then you would carry forward that amount, right? And then, ibibigay mo na sa employer mo. The problem is, kapag may multiple employers ka, you don't usually check this if you have more than one employer at a time. Okay? You have to check this box para enough yung taxes na ma-deduct sa'yo from your other employers. Kasi anong nangyayari? You start one job, kunyari, dalawa yung job mo, isang full-time, isang part-time. Yung full-time job mo, yung first 15,000 that you make, you don't pay taxes on it. And then sa second job mo, pag di mo to clinic, yung first 15,000 mo din doon, they will assume na you don't pay any taxes on that. Kasi they will assume na isa lang yung trabaho mo. Right? So now you're claiming $30,000 in tax credits instead of just the 15,705. Right? Kaya first $30,000 na income mo, it doesn't get taxed by your employer. Kaya you end up owing money. It's supposed to be yung first 15,000 lang. That you don't pay any taxes on that, right? So kapag may multiple employers ka, most likely hindi enough yung taxes na dinideduct sa'yo. Kaya you end up owing a lot of money during tax time. So just a reminder on that. There's also another useful website that you guys can check out, which is called EY Tax Calculator. Yung $15,000 na yun actually is subject to, tumataas siya every year, right? Subject siya to inflation. Okay, sa EY Tax Calculator, you can actually estimate your taxes nyo. Right, so it's just a useful, let's say na-offeran kayo ng work na $100,000 a year. You can calculate yung taxes, yung estimated taxes. So here in Alberta, ang taxes na $100,000 is $23,000. After tax income is $7,600. So this is just a helpful tool to help you estimate taxes. Magkano ba yung taxes na babayaran nyo or kakaltasin sa inyo. And then yung RRSP savings calculator. Let me briefly touch on this, but I'll dive more into this in a future video. So 2023. So we know that RRSP contribution, kapag nag-contribute ka sa RRSP mo, it's a deduction to your income. So it lowers the taxes that you end up paying, or you can get a tax refund. Let's say $100,000, right? Tapos nag-contribute ka ng $10,000 sa RRSP mo. You calculate yung tax refund nyo. Assuming isa lang yung trabaho nyo. Right? So, ang tax na marirefund nyo, if you contribute to your RRSP, 10,000 is $3,000. Right? So, you get a 30% tax break on your taxes. So, that's it, guys. If you guys like this video, you can give me a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, you can message me, comment. I'd be gladly to help. And thanks for supporting. I know I'm just starting out, but we'll promise you guys that I would put out more helpful videos. Hindi yung basta-basta lang na vlogging, right? I promise to give you guys knowledge that you can get, especially yung mga bagong dating pa lang dito.